Hello guys and welcome back to Unlimited Racing 2D Championship. Here we've got race 1 of the season at Australia, and yeah, pre-season was interesting. The Williams were strong, Colapinto taking the rewards there as he finished first. Practice race was good also, but now everyone's brought their upgrades. You can see everyone's upgrades, Aston Martin, Audi have brought their full car. Haas and VCarb haven't brought anything yet. Be sure to see upgrades, especially from Haas. They struggled quite a bit, to be fair, in pre-season. Alpine, Red Bull, McLaren have brought some upgrades. Ferrari and Mercedes have all brought revised cars, very, very similar to if their car were to be a B-spec. So definitely, all those results that you saw in pre-season and the practice race, take them with a pinch of salt, which is probably not such good news if you are a Williams supporter or affiliated with them. But who knows, man? I mean, Williams did look strong. Definitely the competition, it's going to ramp up, definitely. I mean, we saw Lewis Hamilton in the Ferrari. He was very impressive, very, very impressive in both the practice race and pre-season. Max Verstappen was very strong, especially at Catalonia in the practice race there. George Russell being very, very consistent over both weekends. So, yeah, let's get into it. Here's the calendar for this season. Start off at Australia, fly over to Malaysia. We stay in Asia as we go to China. There I go spitting some bars as well. Then we go to the Americas, Montreal, followed by Texas, Coda. Then our European round starts. Monaco, the Principality, the home of the safety car. After Monaco, we go to another iconic track at Monza. Next, we head over to Germany, Hockenheim, before we come to the home of Grand Prix racing, or Formula One, should I say, at Silverstone. Portimao follows with a street circuit at Valencia. At round 11, I'm actually a couple of hours away from Valencia as we speak. And then, to finish off the season at Interlagos. No other better place to finish off a championship. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Qualifying, 1 lap. It's not like the 3 laps that we saw in pre-season. But, who do I think is going to get pole position? I've got to back my boy Lewis Hamilton. And he's looking quick so far, although he has drained the Us. Hamilton, Russell, Verstappen and Antonelli all fighting towards the front. Antonelli was really nowhere to be seen during pre-season, so we'll see if he can turn his fortunes around. Definitely quite disappointing for Mercedes. George will be getting provisional pole. George is ahead, but Hamilton and Verstappen have battery to use. Antonelli there snatches P2. Will he stay there though? Verstappen's coming. Verstappen snatches P2, but George Russell gets pole position here for the first race of the season. George Russell, pole position for the Alpine. The first ever qualifying session here in GCOR Unlimited Racing 2D. George Russell bags pole position for Alpine. Max Verstappen P2. Very, very good comeback there. Antonelli P3. We did not see this in pre-season. Mercedes upgrades really working now. Antonelli somewhere. Hamilton will be very disappointed. Very, very quick. Even taking pole position in the practice race at Catalonia, but getting beaten by his less experienced teammate in Isaac Hadjar. Very, very good lap from Hadjar to beat his iconic teammate. Charles Leclerc from McLaren P6, Colapinto P7. Like I said, Williams will be disappointed, but they can't say they didn't see this coming. Soilov P8, Lando, another driver who will be disappointed. But again, that VCarb they did not bring upgrades. So to be fair, he did quite a good job. With Mini running off the top 10. Mini was 17th actually. Last time out in Bahrain. So it just shows, the Red Bull's upgrades are working. Frederick Vesti, Jack Doohan on row 6 with Alex Doon, P13. Camera Aaron Lawson follow with Beganovic in P17. Jack Crawford P18 with both Hasses, just like in pre-season, at the back of a grid. But what a lap from George Russell. That's a statement. If you didn't see my prediction, I predicted Max Verstappen to be champion and Ferrari to win the Constructors. But all the talk stops now as 5 lights are up and away we go. Lights out. Into turn 1, George gets a very good start. Antonelli trying to go around the outside of Verstappen. Hadjar trying to go down the inside of Verstappen. Russell though now beginning to build a gap. Hamilton down the inside of his less experienced teammate. Takes that P3, both Ferraris fighting. George Russell, a dream start though. gets away cleanly. Antonelli's lost a few positions and Rain is on the way. Hadjar down the inside. No, he can't get Verstappen. Verstappen's used his Urs. Can he get George? No, he can't. Does anyone box? Verstappen gets George on pit lane entry. Very, very sneaky from the Dutchman. But George left the gap, and it worked out for Max. Everyone's filling on the wets. Is it too early? Is it too extreme? Lap 1 done already. And the chaos and the carnage. Colapinto's managed to make his way up to P3 because all of the carnage. Where's Hamilton? Hamilton down to P6. George, he's fallen down to P5. So after a really good first lap, Max Verstappen actually has the lead. Followed by Isak Hadjar. We did not expect this, especially from Hadjar. Hadjar's gonna fight Max Verstappen. Can he get him? Side by side they go. Hadjar's got the lead. Verstappen round the outside. What a race so far. Lando, what's going on with Lando? Lando's out. Lando Norris is out. Lando is out of the Grand Prix. Lando is out. Whilst all that's happened, some other drivers are pitting again. It must be for damage. Doohan Leclerc, definitely not ideal for the Monegasque. Leclerc is in, Crawford's in, Camara's in again. Must be for damage, but Lando Norris, I mean, he'll try and bring it back to the pits. But definitely not ideal. Verstappen boxes again. That's got to be for damage. That has to be for damage. And Isak Hadjar now takes the lead. This race 4 laps into the championship season. And it's action everywhere. I couldn't tell you who's going to win. I could not tell you. Colapinto goes a little bit loose. Down the inside of Antonelli, gets him. But Hadjar now beginning to spread his legs. Beginning to open up his legs and open up that gap. 1.4 separates the leaders. Further back, Verstappen is behind his teammate Mini. I don't think Mini will pose much of a threat. It will definitely, there. Verstappen's got him. Further down, where's Hamilton? Oh, Hamilton's P5. Looking further up the grid, Hamilton and Russell going wheel to wheel, but definitely there's a lot of drivers taking damage. Hamilton and Russell taking a lot of damage. Don't be surprised to see those two drivers box. Lando eventually made it back to the pits, but he's already like a lap down, maybe even 2 laps down. Horrible start to Lando Norris' season. Antonelli's in. Hamilton barges his way, makes contact in the pits. Fresh wets. Hadjar though, look at him dominating. I mean, when I predicted Ferrari to be P1 in the constructors, obviously I know only 1 race has passed. Soilov, by the way, doing a great job there in P3. I predicted Hamilton to be leading the ship. Nobody's going to box. Antonelli, Russell, Hamilton, there they are. Hamilton passed. Russell, will he get past Antonelli as well? Everyone stays out. Jack Doohan making 3 pit stops. Jeez, as Russell gets past Hamilton. Hamilton's going to try and make his way around the outside. Already almost halfway through this Grand Prix. This Grand Prix is flown by with rain and everything. Leclerc's managed to make his way up to P10. Definitely, probably a damage limitation weekend for the McLarens. Antonelli's now caught up to Mini. Mini, when he boxes, what tyre will he fit on? Will it be the Inters? Will it be... Surely it can't be the wets. I think it's too early for the dries. Inters, like I said. Like I predicted. Colapinto has made a slight error. But Soilov leads. So Hadjar must have pitted when I wasn't looking. Hadjar must have boxed and he fitted on fresh wets. I mean, he'll be quick, but those tyres will die. But if they don't have, obviously, enough water. Soilov boxes. Verstappen now with the race lead. Hadjar, though, is going to breeze past. No, he won't breeze past him, actually. He won't breeze past him. Soilov, what tyre will he put on? Inters again. Guessing Russell, Mazepin, Antonelli, same tyre, all of them. 3 pit stops have been done already, and expect another one for dry tyres as long as it stays dry. Verstappen, though, now beginning to arrive to the lap drivers. They don't really pose much of a threat to him. We've seen blue flags not being obeyed in the past. Verstappen stays out, Hadjar likewise. Colapinto, Hamilton, all staying out. Soilov's going to be quick. He's going to be quick, but he's only got 1 more lap on these intermediates. He'll be the fastest. but he doesn't have very long on this set of tyres. Beganovic, very disappointing qualifying from him, but starting to bring it back. Him and Leclerc box as Lawson stays out. Dry tyres being fitted on now. Soilov and Hamilton battling. Lando Norris, there he is, trying to unlap himself. At the front, Verstappen, Hadjar, Colapinto, all in, the top 3 drivers. Who's going to come out ahead? It's close, it's close. Verstappen comes out ahead. So Verstappen has the lead, and Verstappen can go, all 3 of these boys can go to the end of the race. Hadjar using his ERS early, getting the move done, using a lot of battery, I must say. Verstappen though, where is Verstappen? There, Verstappen's got battery himself. Colapinto going around the outside. Definitely, he would not have been happy with, what was it, P6, P7 in qualifying, but definitely this race, the fact that he's got a chance to win in the main race, in race 1, is a statement to itself. However, Verstappen passed Colapinto, passed Hadjar in one straight. Verstappen mashing work. Very good move from Max Verstappen. Everyone's now on dries. We look further back. Hamilton lapping Dune. He's going to have his eyes set on Soilov. Colapinto getting past Hadjar. Hadjar is beginning to fade. It's because he's stuck behind Jack Doohan. Jack Doohan's not respecting the blue flags. So now it's Colapinto versus Max Verstappen. Colapinto there, he's got the run down the inside. He's going to try to send on Max Verstappen, and he gets the move done. But Verstappen using the ERS, breezes back round the outside and somehow has enough grip to make the next chicane. Brilliant racing. Colapinto though, fair play. I did not expect this. I thought the Williams was going to be worse. With everybody catching up with their upgrades, the Williams has definitely managed to hold its own. Yes, other factors such as weather and drivers getting damaged has helped, without a doubt. But you've got to give Williams and Colapinto their flowers. Verstappen getting stuck behind Paul Aaron. Anyone can win this race. Verstappen, Hadjar, Colapinto. Hadjar down the inside of Max Verstappen, same place. Colapinto made the move last time. Hadjar manages to get the move done this time. Verstappen though, bump drafting, goes round the outside. Brilliant racing. Which one of the top 3 is going to win? With 1 lap and 4 corners to go. Verstappen has the lead, but now it's white flag. Hadjar's got the run on Verstappen. He's going to go around the outside. It's going down to the wire. Verstappen and Hadjar, Ferrari versus Red Bull. Just like in the GCOR Championship. Hadjar goes slightly deep. Verstappen's got more battery to use. Hadjar's used everything. Verstappen's going to leave it too late. Colapinto is getting dropped. Soilov and Russell battling. But the fight we want is the fight for first. Verstappen down the inside. But he goes wide. Verstappen goes wide. Hadjar, surely Hadjar. Verstappen's got no battery. Hadjar's got some left. Hadjar cannot bottle this. Hadjar's going to win. Hadjar. What a Grand Prix. Colapinto rounds off, but look further back. Russell, Soilov. Oh, brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. I'm breathless. I am breathless. Oh, who's that Soilov? His car's died, but the race is finished. Oh, sensational. I need to sit down. I need to sit down. Wow. Wow, what a Grand Prix. Isaac Hadjar taking the race victory. When Ferrari picked their drivers of Hamilton and Hadjar, Hamilton was the blockbuster name. Hamilton was the big name. He was meant to be the number 1 driver, the driver leading this team to titles. I know 1 race is only passed, but Hadjar winning the first ever race of this championship. Max Verstappen P2. It's going to be close. I mean, my prediction, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Max Verstappen to win the title, Ferrari to win the Constructors. Colapinto P3, very happy with that one there. Very, very happy with George Russell P4. Pole position was very strong, fastest lap of the race. That Alpine had pace. Some say it could have been strategy, some say maybe it was damage early on, some say it was just the mistiming of the rain. Antonelli though, beaten by Soilov. That's the statement from Soilov. Mini P8, he'll be happy with that. Leclerc, I mean, he was P17 after lap 1, so he'll be happy with that, with Beganovic finishing the top 10. Maybe that Williams isn't as bad as we thought it was. Liam Lawson, P11 in the V car, which, by the way, has no upgrades to it. So what a drive from Liam Lawson. Jack Crawford, P12 with Camera, P13. Doohan and Aaron, P14, P15 with Alex Doohan in P16. Vesti, P17. Not a very good day for Audi or Aston, but both Hasses rounding off the grid with, I mean, Norris. It looked like he DNF'd at one stage. Constructors, well, that's drivers-wise, obviously the same. Constructors-wise, here we go. This is where the big money is earned. Ferrari leading Red Bull, leading Mercedes, leading Williams. Jeez, man. Alpine 5th with McLaren 6th. The thing is, you see Ferrari, I can't even say that with Ferrari, to be fair. Even Mercedes, their so-called number 1 drivers have been beaten by their less experienced teammates. Red Bull, though, Verstappen doing a lot of the heavy lifting there. Same can be said for Williams or Colapinto. McLaren definitely have more pace to them, and more upgrades coming in. Aston Martin, P7 with Audi P8. That'll be an interesting fight. V-Carb and Haas at the bottom. But yeah, definitely thank you for joining me today for round 1. Next race will be at Malaysia, Sepang. I mean, if you know Sepang, you know rain is never too far away. But thank you for joining me. That's me out.